Hello everyone, my name is IJ, and welcome to Project Redstoneworld Devlog, episode number 30. This is part 2 out of 2 for our end of summer 2025 Devlog series. So today we're going to be covering the rest of the RTC changes. The RTC was already featured in our first part, so I highly recommend checking that out. Link is in the description. This is, once again, a collab devlog. I'm collaborating with our senior admin, Lucas. As always, Project Redstoneworld is online 24/7 at mc.theredstoneworld.net. And enjoy. Alright, now we are at the RTC Reactor, and I brought back Lucas because I hate myself.
I hate you too, IJ.
Okay,
so,
but you know what I hate more?
Since the last... This door! I'm sorry! Finn, if you're watching this, I'm sorry, but this door sucks. Instead of... You have no sound effects here, you didn't even use a fill command. This door opening and closing is 9 set block commands. Yeah.
Each way, that's 18 total.
And there's no sound. It works, so I haven't replaced it, but it's like that.
Bro, you shut me out.
Well, too bad. Press the button. So we also feature an elevator here, which will take a very long time because the lower biological shield is actually quite far below us. It is very close to bedrock. And while the elevator is going up, I think I'm just going to talk about it. So the lower biological shield, is... We know it's not realistic. However, we kind of just wanted to have it visible just so that it could just be a cool thing for people to see. We'll have the control rods similar to theme park. And it also features an emergency exit to the RTC bunker, which I will show once this elevator gets down there.
Where the control rod's gonna be going from the down up, like in the theme park, because that's like the opposite of real life. But probably not, right? Because they're coming in from the bottom of the UBS.
Yeah, we still have yet to figure that out, but this LBS is kind of a little bit of a more comforting area than you might expect, considering the fact that there's a nuclear core sitting like 2 meters away from you. We have there used to be a coffee shop here.
That's a bit too comforting.
Bit too comforting, yeah. So we have an emergency radiation suit equipment station. On the other side here, we're going to have some displays showing the statistics relevant to the reactor. IJ, get over here. Yeah, we're going to display some statistics relevant to the reactor on here, such as core temperature. Yet to figure out exactly what's going to be on there, but there are going to be displays similar to the control room. There
is secret. There is private chest.
Yeah, should be opening that. There's probably books in there.
Sir!
There is a staff room here. Obviously not fully worked out yet. But there's going to be an emergency scram button here.
Oh, so it's like a backup control room?
Yeah, like a backup, maybe emergency, just next to the core, kind of like... I guess it's been built as like a little bit of a meeting room.
If there was an emergency, I think this would be the last place I'd want to be.
You're right. If there was an emergency, you would want to go here. This says alarms will sound, but there are absolutely no alarms in the bunker, or reactor for that matter. So it's just a minecart ride. Would you like to ride, sir?
Oh, me first? Yes. Goodbye.
Yes.
So, this tunnel has to kind of go a bit crazy because it has to avoid the government vault. That's how far down we are. Because someone decided that my TP security wasn't enough, so we had to add a massive lava and water barrier that I've had to break through 5 billion times. We'll get to that more later. Alright, so we have arrived. Between where that train started and now, we've had a complete network failure, and now I'm on a new setup, so bear with me. So this is the entrance to the RTC bunker from the lower biological shield, and this just takes you straight into it, where...
Ignore all that.
Yeah, okay, I think this is a bit too much. We've had these schizophrenia signs, but I think that when you get to this point, this is just too much.
Obviously, in the final iteration of the bunker, that's not going to be here, but, like...
The schizophrenia signs
haven't been bothered to... We haven't bothered to take all those heads away, so...
Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's not really any changes down here. We have to go up now. Let's just hit this area, right?
That spot has no changes.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Oh, it does. It does. It does. It does.
For some reason, there's this TARDIS here.
That is the only change. Okay, I kind of have to explain this. I said we needed an admin room for the farms itself, and that there should be some buttons and levers. So there's just random buttons and levers kind of scattered across the walls and on this table, so... That'll get cleaned up, but... It does! Yeah, you're kind of trapped in here unless you phase through this wall, so...
Nice. Alright, we can go... Oh, is there already... Okay, the entrance isn't made for this yet, right?
Yeah.
I actually had to patch up all these areas over here because this glass let you go straight into the storage, get level 3 key cards, all that sort of stuff. So we just have these weird glass things for now. But straight above, we have our IMS launcher.
No, it's a queue!
It's a launcher. We're calling it a launcher. I've been here for 11 years. I've been running Reborn for 9. For 9 years, I've been running it and calling it a launcher.
Keep yapping, man.
Yes, please. Okay, are you here?
I'm here. I'm in spec.
Okay. So, this is a bit different from our other ones. The major difference is that these activate on Falling Edge. But I really like this one. I mean, it's timed really well. And if I could...
I can demonstrate it.
I can't
I
get
have
on
it.
Okay.
Oh, thought you were going to use a chest minecart.
Who's in FI? Can we ban him?
No, I'm not. I'm in general, global, actually.
Okay, so we had a bit of a repeater failure, but now we're good.
I'm blaming that on IJ because he pasted that in.
We should be sending hopper minecarts. Because hopper minecarts, if a hopper minecart goes into the system, it's actually gonna...
Right,
oh, I'm sending it the wrong way.
I'm gonna pretend those are hopper minecarts.
But the hopper minecart, what that does, that activates my force loading mechanism over here, so it makes sure it all goes through smoothly.
Yeah, as you can see, they're getting released at about, I'm gonna say 100 redstone ticks at a time or so.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're not running at 20 TPS right now.
Okay, who the heck is in FI?
I got teleported! So this system basically ensures that too many minecart requests don't jam the IMS. So if a cart hasn't finished filling, you don't want another cart bumping into it and causing a jam and whatnot. So this system just avoids that completely.
Yep, and that's what we need. But we call it a launcher because it launches into the storage system.
Okay, buddy.
But let's actually go to that storage system. So over here, this one command block down here is going to be putting in the same mechanism that I use to sort the items flowing into the central donation center here. So it's going to be giving these minecarts that pass by a piece of paper with what is categorizing what's going in. So here I can add, let's just do redstone dust. So I do redstone dust, and the idea is that these minecarts are going to be force loaded from the launcher system, so that they don't bug out even if no players are going to be in the storage system. And there you go. Now it just quickly got given a paper called RTC Redstone because it saw the redstone item in its inventory. And it's a lot more complicated than actually. We're like summoning an invisible armor stand for each minecart, and then setting the armor stand's hand to that item, and then checking it through a list of predicates. But I mean, it works really well. And get off me. And as you can see, it went into the redstone section, and now this is the register for redstone dust, of which there is actually a decent amount. So now it is filling up, and this is not gonna return anywhere because we don't have like a no return address location yet in the tower. But this is all, even down here, this is still considered Tower 3.0. So that's where the IMS mainly operates in, so it's just going to start scaling the tower, which is this way. And now we've made it into the tower, and this is where we're actually using some of this reserve space. We use this method a lot to get them back, and now here's where we start having like the return address sorters. That one was one that could take you all the way out to Tower 2. It's going to be some for these Tower 3 lower floors. And then up here is where we reach the auction house discontinuity. So over here is where we've had to put a ton of like weird maneuvering just to get all these systems past the giant redstone machine here.
You can also notice the really weird switchbacks with the transparent block here, which works.
Yes.
I'm not complaining, it's pretty compact, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of slow when you have to do that over and over again, but look at how compact this is. This is going up, this is the rest of Tower 3.0. It's just this, all the way up.
And that's where the minecarts end up if they just don't get sorted. For now, just at the top. Actually, there's already like 6 minecarts here, which were as a result of our launcher failure. So I just removed those. But yeah, they end up there for now.
Great. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have like a probably the administration. We can make it where it goes to there if there's no location found.
We actually just cut. Hi, you two.
Okay, so over here we have. Can you let me talk about the ventilation unit?
I'm shutting up now.
Okay. Emil put this like ventilation thing up here because these were empty. But this is like the max that we had on top of RTC Auction House for months. Now we have a whole lot more. So in the auction house, there are like the 2 entrances in. This one we cut off right here, but this is where you can continue to go up. So this, and then the style changes immediately. But this is going to be our new lobby. It connects to the best floor of Tower 2, the VIP toilet. And it doesn't have, like, any functionality yet, or, I know there's, like, some weird treasure room over here that we had to cut through. But, I mean, it's pretty. So it'll be nice to add a bit more to this. And then this is where our second half elevator is gonna be.
I believe, IJ, you said this was going to use levitation and you wouldn't have to sit in a minecart, correct?
Yes, and actually, if we want to go to it real quick. So the commands for it have increased a lot. And that is because I'm actually using our TPS system to change the rate of teleportation for these like fake blocks here, the block displays. And that's because, you know, the levitation effect is always at the same velocity, whereas the teleport command, its speed changes based on TPS. So it's actually going to try to dynamically adjust how fast this is going based on the red TPS, which you can see here. So, I mean, it's not fully functional yet, but it does work at least a little bit. I would turn it on, but I don't remember the command to... Oh, I think you have to change the kinetic energy. So yeah, that's a bit annoying. Yeah, you have to do the you have to change the kinetic energy. It's not fully implemented yet, but that will be done soon. I've got most of like the functions behind it implemented.
Speaking of the upper floors, we should probably cover the hospital.
Okay. Yeah, and that's not fully accessible yet. Well, it's just there's no stairs between it. You can actually get to here from the Tower 2 food court. And this hospital, I mean, the main point of this was for it to be a location where you could clear your radiation sickness. And over here, this is where the receptionists are. To have that happen, you can either get a free pass, or you can spend a nether star to get the fast pass. Now, neither of these work yet. When they do work, they are going to be in here. So the idea is that the free pass, it just slowly clears the radiation, while the fast pass is just going to instantly delete it all. And these are like the hospital rooms. And then this thing is designed to be like 2 floors of the hospital, and then 1 floor of like a garden that's connected to it.
As you can see, YT, who actually built this, did his best to imitate the staff name tags. Seriously, the amount of times I was working in Tower 3 and I thought other staff were down here is embarrassing.
It happens to me too. It freaks me out. Now, I remember this used to talk to you. Oh, wait, it got disabled. Yeah, because I was like, he used to talk to you. Yeah, now he talks to you. But, yeah, okay, so these are more rooms, and then actually over here was the emergency exit.
Yeah, so every floor on Tower 3.0 has an emergency exit in the same X and Z spot, which just leads straight down to the RTC bunker. As soon as I go into here, I kind of just drop down.
Have you noticed that it's a minecart with bed?
Yeah, we added a new block to the game, actually. Forget minecart with chest, forget minecart with spawner, we now have minecart with bed.
I mean, it makes sense, it's a hospital. Now, while he's falling for 2 years, we don't have one in the hospital, and not the hospital, but the main lobby. But, however, we do have one down here at the auction house. It's kind of hidden well in there, but it was a good spot when we started to play hide and seek.
9, 4.
Alright, and then this is just the second floor of the hospital, which is not made yet, but it looks like the entire floor is a window.
Also, speaking of hospital floors, the garden floor of the hospital will actually be, it's what we call a cloud garden, so Currently, I believe your clouds are disabled, right, IJ? So,
Yeah.
once they are enabled, the clouds basically go through the garden, which was what was supposed to happen in Main House Tower 1, except the cloud height got changed. So we're bringing back the cloud garden.
Yeah. Yeah, so that one, you can see, that was the Cloudy Garden in Tower 1, and Emil told me, we need to make a new one. So, now this one will actually work. But yeah, the main point of this floor is to be like a, you know, a green space. And I don't know what we're gonna need IMS for, but in the garden, but I've reserved some of the track space just in case it's needed.
This is the science lab floor. I have mainly been working on this. It has a full IMS interface, mostly functional. You are able to order any item from IMS. So you can see a hopper minecart is here. So if I order redstone dust, hit this note block, it gets dropped down. The minecart is given a paper to identify that it came from the science lab, which is actually the science lab word on the paper is in German. It drops down and goes to IMS, picks up some redstone dust, and it goes back and gets sorted into the science lab floor. Auction house discontinuity up there, and from there it's a pretty direct route down.
Does the signal lights don't function yet, right?
Yeah, the signal lights are not functional yet. Though I anticipate that will come in the near future.
Nice, nice.
Into the queue.
Sir, that's a launcher.
Okay. And over here we have the chests, which just spam drop things into an item stream down to IMS.
Okay, so this is sending it back to storage.
Yeah, like if I were to grab like a stack of oak logs, put it in the chest, it will then dispense those oak logs into storage.
Gotcha. And then the full minecarts just come and sit here, right? After they've gone through.
And then once they come here, you can send them back into kind of like a minecart loop up here. Just hit this note block and they will get sent there.
Nice. Now, for the science lab, we don't have a lot besides that yet, and this is probably, I know these chests are here, we're probably gonna have to put this in a different build style, but the idea was just to try to, you know, make some fully functional, like, science research lab in Minecraft, and with that comes the Tower 3.0 observation ring. Oh shit, I left the other one in.
IJ refuses to take this model one that we base this off of out of here. So right now the observation ring is quite empty. There will be, I guess, some small rooms right here, just along the side of the tower. But for now it's pretty blank, except above the observation ring we have a little bit of a green space. Why that's there, I don't know. I just thought it would be kind of cool there.
And I actually expanded it recently, so I'm going to be adding a bit more trees there. And there's the secret where I insisted that hidden between the entire thing is a block of bamboo.
Just, yeah. Because originally that's what we were going to put up there, I guess. It's just there. It's there.
No, that was just my... That's like my template block.
Yeah.
Alright, and now I'll speak briefly about the rest of the tower. So the major new additions coming up here is we have the offices, which is going to have a connection to the theme park Red Story, which I know hasn't had any progress for a year. And, oh, you can actually see that science lab cart just came back down there. So besides that office, that would be like a office for me, and then we'll have like our company offices for like the world building we've been doing in Redstone World, and then we're gonna have the admin control zone, which is probably where all the IMS carts that don't have a return address will go to. And then we're also going to have the minigame center, which is going to be a non-Euclidean teleport that I know we have the spleef that Lucas made. I don't know if we're including anything else in that. And then near the very top, we're going to just have a whole like recreational space. I'm thinking that we have a pool on the roof, right?
Why not?
Exactly.
I was about to talk about this netherite tunnel here.
Oh, I was also about to talk about this netherite tunnel here.
Yeah, so you should talk about that. You worked more on this than me.
Okay, so you'll obviously notice the massive block of netherite cutting across this floor here and going over to Tower 2. And this is the Vault Railway. So this is how you're going to get through to the government vault at the bottom of Tower 3.0. And now, this system actually works. So, do you have a level 3 keycard on you?
In my saved hotbar, yeah.
Alright. But actually, we could do it without it. So here, come over here. I want to demonstrate the system now. So, this explains it. There's a max of 3 players going in. You need this bank vault access key. Someone needs that. And then if you want to bring in a guest who doesn't have any qualifications, you also need someone with a level 3 key card with you. And with the guest, this inventory is going to be scanned for all of these items. So go on through.
Yeah, so I don't have anything in my inventory right now, actually, except for a bow. I have a bow. Now I can't go through because I have a bow on me. Now if I remove this bow from my inventory,
also
I
make
can
sure you
just
remove
pass.
your level 3 keycard. Or maybe you don't need to.
Yeah. You can bypass the scan if you have a level 3 card here by just right-clicking.
Yeah. And then for players, for the guests, there's also this additional level of conditioning. This is where you're going to get weakness, mining fatigue, and your health is going to be cut in half. And that will be restored after you leave the vault. But for the staff, we can just walk through. So now, he would go through the staff. Since I have this special authorization key, I can just walk in. It's going to scan my inventory, and now I'm through. And now that opens up the staff section for him. And now, this door opens, and the minecart spawn in. Let's go to Vault. So now that it registered, why does it say Skibbity Toilet?
Command block.
Okay, so it's gonna make sure everyone's in the minecart, and if it's good, then it sends Skibbity Toilet, I guess. But now this will send us down to the vault, and this also has to handle the auction house discontinuity.
You can see the name tags pass by
yeah.
again.
Yeah,
do you want to talk about Vault while we go there?
Yeah.
Or not?
Yeah. So you go.
The idea behind Vault is that this is kind of like the government's bank, essentially. Like this, it's a vault, right? And you store all the valuables, all the currency. So diamonds, gold, emeralds, and nether stars are stored in the vault, and you are able to withdraw them as well. You're also able to have a box, like a special box storage similar to the one in Founding Island, where you are able to store things very securely.
Yeah, so this is, we call this Redstoneworld National Bank. This is supposed to be the largest vault out of anything, and that is like a theme for the RTC. We want it to be the biggest for everything and most complicated. So this is the floor that isn't done yet. Here you'd have the departures so you could go back up. But what does work is these lower floors. So this is a levitation elevator. It only works on 1.20.4 and below, unfortunately, because of dumb decisions by Mojang. But we look down, we go down. If we look up, we go up. It's quite simple.
And I'm on 1.21, so I go up whether I like it or not.
Amazing. So at the very bottom, this is where the deposit and withdrawal is going to be. This all functions now for the vault. So you could directly deposit from right here, but also, sorry for that visual effect. That's because of this dumb security that I've had to break through 5 billion times. But over here, this comes from the storage system. So any emeralds that go into here are going to be sent down to the vault. And you'll see they're going down this. And now we use scoreboards to track it. It's not going to be tracked with actual containers. But that means that you get a exact amount. As they disappear, they appear in the counter. And it's going to account for the times where they clump together. So that means that you're getting the exact amount coming into here. And you could
throw
deposit
in like
yourself.
a stack. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw in a stack of emeralds here. And you can see the counter will just go up by 64. There's other emeralds, I believe, coming through currently.
Yeah, I sent in a stack through IMS, so that's... Okay, there you go. There was just
And
that
was
big
my
jump.
stack.
Yeah.
And this is obviously a live counter, so it also goes down live. So if I go over here, I hold a level 3 card, and I come close-ish to this safe-looking thing, and I just press the button. I withdraw a certain amount of emeralds, which is 16. It's different for each material depending on how valuable they are, but I'm able to withdraw 16 emeralds every 600 ticks.
And you can tell that's emerald by the exterior. I think nether stars you can withdraw 8, diamond 32, and then gold I'm guessing 64. Yeah. And then I can just throw that back in, and that'll offset how much it just went down.
Yeah.
Did something break, or are you just looking at it?
Scoreboard, maybe it's Vault Emerald cooldown, the Vault Emerald's cooldown.
Yep, that's it.
Damn! It was an S! An S broke the system! If I withdraw again within the cooldown, it no longer works. Yeah.
Okay, good. Alright, now carrying up to the second floor. There's this chest that causes him to disconnect from the game, but besides that, there's nothing at this, like, quadrant of it besides the stairs. But it is the other quadrants where something happens. Oh, this one also, this is where there's going to be, like, a total display of the bank's, balance. So it'll sum up everything in there.
I opened the chest, that's why I disconnected.
Yeah.
It still works.
Yep, I know. Now, this is the keycard center. So, you need to be having a level 3 keycard on hand. Yeah, you need to be holding it. But you can get all the FI keycards, which also apply to RTC, the master key, the old Bro keycard. Over here, you have the theme park admin, which is kind of a weird one. It's a structure void, and the military keycard.
Birthday cake is also available here.
Oh, thank you. That's for me. Don't eat it. And then over here, we have the cruise ship admin card and the main bunker admin card. And then over here, I just finished this a little bit ago. This is the box storage. So we need 2 nether stars. I do not have any because I'm broke, but thankfully there's a withdrawal station right here.
Yeah, you can Which is kind of weird because if you're a level 3 staff, you can take from the vault to pay for your box storage for the vault.
Well, this is more. The box is more for the guests. That's the idea. So that's why. Because why else would you bring a guest down here?
Yeah. This is essentially supposed to be the most secure possible box storage out of all of Redstone World currently. It has a capacity of, I believe, 24 boxes.
Yeah. So now I'm holding it, and I can walk in here. It's gonna secure it.
I can't.
If he comes in here, try no clipping in here.
You are unauthorized and have been teleported out. Yeah, so
Okay.
obviously secure.
So
I can't
in here,
steal from
I'm gonna
him.
put in some random junk I have in my hotbar.
Don't put in anything inappropriate. Vault will know.
Yes. All right. Now I'm gonna exit. That box auto-saved, and now if I can scan with my teller key card.
Oh, I can't go in there.
Yeah, yep. And
No,
I've won. So now if I go to box 1, I have all these items in here.
Damn.
All right. And now I'm gonna go back in here. And now you can see my items are coming down. And now the chest is provided. So there's a little bit of an effect there. That was just from the original plan that I decided to keep the implementation of. But now I can exit. Chest saves. And now I can return my room, which is going to give me back 1 nether star. I'm just going to deposit.
You're gonna return your room. This isn't a hotel. I don't know what you're on about.
Same thing.
You return your box.
I've been making hotels in Redstone World for years. Forgive me. All right, and that's everything that we have in the vault so far. The last thing is just doing those arrivals.
There's also a space up here that we don't know what to do with. I think somewhere, yeah, there's just some space in this corner. We might put a pool here.
Oh, this is the admin room over here. That's what this is gonna be.
Yeah, but that corner over there is empty for now.
Yeah,
We have no
yeah.
plans for that. So
We'll have to figure out something with that.
yeah, so the RTC Reactor will have 2 kinds of meltdowns. One which is less severe, and one which is basically an all-out kind of explosion. I don't know how to really describe it, but anybody who is in the reactor when that absolute worst-case scenario meltdown occurs will be sent down into this Limbo. There are 3 levels to Limbo. Think one which is just kind of like more of a maze deep slate layer. The second layer is an asylum, I believe. And the 3rd level is hell.
Yep. All right, let's start from the first here. So this is, I've showed off this first part here in the last part where it was just this deep slate maze here. And then it branched off to this room, which was in progress. I did not really showcase this room of death right here, which upset YT. So here you go. This is the room of death. This was Agent Condell, and he has a lore yap book about him. But this place was shown before. The thing about this is that all the rooms are just, normal decoration, but this one here, which is like a fake reactor sort of thing, if you can navigate through it, you'll find the emergency exit key. Someone broke my item frame that was on there. This effect really sucks. Let's try to get out of here.
It's supposed to be painful. That's kind of like the point.
Yeah. And now we have RTC-Blakewood Tartarus level 1 key. And you scan it. Door opens. And now I'm hoping we're leaving him behind, which is good. I'm gonna start taking this elevator. Oh, shoot.
No. I got lost with that effect. It's too powerful.
Yeah.
I don't know what I created.
And now this is where it turns into the asylum. So this is another maze, which is harder to no-clip through. And you'll find death all over this one. Also, I think he wrote like a lot of, this was like YT's project, he wrote a lot of lore books for it. I actually upset him, because I added this little secret over here. Where, this room's, the scale's off.
Yeah, this is, with block displays, just all scaled to a 2x multiplier, so it feels like you're 1 block tall here.
Yeah.
Kind of this schizophrenia illusion kind of thing.
Yeah, you gotta help me, man. I'm going insane in here.
Good for you, YT. We're leaving you alone.
Ignore the
you can
giant
rot here.
text that says Sigma up here. But here, this is where you get to one of these other, like, branch off locations, where you have all sorts of different decorated rooms. These have really long books that he wrote, which I'm not gonna go through because we just don't have the time. But
you can join at mc.theredstoneworld.net and read them for yourself.
That's correct.
If you ask us.
Yeah, this place isn't easily accessible to the public. But
I bet if you asked YT, or other people, other staff members, we could show you around here. But it will be accessible as soon as the reactor gains functionality.
Yeah, and then you can go through all the pain of this yourself. So, in this room, you're actually going to see socket reset.
My ping is 6,000.
Mine's 40 now. Okay, so in this room,
okay, great.
There's a lab door key. The pings, they are struggling.
This is painful.
Yeah. Oh, that's a white room. This is like a cold room. But in here, you can tell that this is like the final room because of the effects that you get. There's this locked chest if you have that lab door. Now we have the level 2 key.
I also should mention that there are potions in those brewing stands, I believe, as a means of suicide.
Scary.
So, like, potions of harming, poison, whatnot. Ah!
Alright, and now, it looks like maybe you escaped.
Yeah, no, you haven't.
And good job!
Well,
you outdid me and escaped Limbo. You are free. And now, look at it. It's so nice area. And we have the modern house. But obviously, this is fake as hell.
Fun fact, actually, this modern house was Acronym's build test. We thought it was so good, so we just slapped it in here.
Yeah, that's just what he used to apply to the build thing. But now it's used here. And, you know, it looks like it's just a house that you live in until you go down here. And it still kind of fits that. Until you open the chest, there's a Limbo diary, and you hear pistons go off. And now, the truth is revealed.
Welcome to hell.
Okay, well, it starts with the Land of the Lost Souls. Now, this is supposed to be really painful and really slow, except I have soul speed 255. So...
And I have blindness. Can't see shit.
Yep. Okay, so well done. You've made it past the Land of the Lost Souls. And now this is the final maze. And this one you can't really cheat through because there is actually a teleport that you need to get to. Now, I think that we did talk about trying to add, like, more horror effects and, like, entities to these mazes, right?
Maybe some non-Euclidean teleports where you actually just teleport to another part of the maze that looks like the exact same. so it gets even more confusing. Yeah, we still have yet to kind of figure out what effects we want to add to this, but for now, it's really just a scary maze.
Yeah. And then this gets you to where we have like all the circles of hell in different categories, and each one there's like a little challenge, and you're trying to get to the chest in each room. So every single room.
Chest is like a key.
Yeah, that's not implemented yet, but each room has its own challenge. Yeah, there's one about the gold. I know this one you have to like search through all the graves. Oh, except it's revealed because it says marker for IJ, put key here.
But yeah, that's gonna be the next key.
And then, once you put all the keys through, this door opens, and then this door opens.
And this is the real exit. This is like, you can see the nether portal up ahead. We'll just go through that portal.
Yep, and this...
it looks like you go through the portal, but you don't quite.
Yeah.
And you get transported to a new area. This is the island over Fi. You might have seen it earlier in the devlog. We ignored it. It's part of Limbo, and it's kind of like a heaven-like feeling. That's what the theme is here. That you made it out, and you're safe.
And I have to turn off the song that it starts playing because I think it's too loud.
Oh, I don't hear the song.
It's from the resource pack. Yeah. But yeah, this is the opposite of the last level of Limbo. This is supposed to, be extremely relaxing and just the most peaceful area you can get. You say, hello there, glad you made it out alive. This is the reveal from Agent Condell. This is too big for me to read. Hey there, quite rough in there, ain't it? Don't worry, we are safe now and have defeated Herobrine. Good job. Or so you think.
That's what they tell you.
And then...
Absolutely no foreshadowing here. I don't know what you mean.
Hang on, we need to show you.
Yeah, hello, fellow catalysts. We will start with a prayer to IJ.
Thank you. And then... this works. So there's just something in everyone, so I encourage exploration. And then to exit, you go through this right here, and then you have 3 remaining side islands. Okay, I've resumed. So you get these 3 side islands here. This one is the coffee shop, or what became of it from the LBS.
I guess LBS was a bit too comforting, so yeah, we put the most comforting part of LBS in the most comforting part of Redstone World.
Yeah.
Which is where it belongs, frankly. It
real.
fits nicely here. Here we have the credits, which are mostly true. Notice how I said mostly.
It throws you all the way in the back.
Help start Limbo, yeah.
Yeah, and then the last one, you can see is
another name tag imitation here.
And it says, congrats. Now, the one image I want to include in here is that one Redstone World image, which I don't know if I ever showed. It's in the devlog intro, but I added it to the first spawn. I think I should add this one in here, because I really like this image. It kind of encapsulates the entire world.
My ping is 4,000 again.
But I'm falling through. I'm showing how you just descend from the island in that room. So then you see Founding Island. I see parts of the bridge. And you relax.
All right. Anyways, it's been a pleasure being on the devlog. Thank you for letting me be on here and be silly a little bit at some points. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
It's been nice to have a guest. Thank you, Lucas. Back to me. Fuckity bye. Alright, thank you guys for tuning in to this devlog and watching our summer 2025 devlog series. Once again, I'd like to thank everyone that's been involved this summer. We've got some great progress going, and I can't wait to see what more we will bring to Redstoneworld in the future. Now, for a fall devlog, I don't know if that's going to be happening. I'm going to be quite busy with engineering coursework, but I'm sure that progress is still going to be going on. And if I don't see you guys for a fall devlog, then of course we do have our 13th year anniversary in January. I'll see you guys on Redstoneworld. Keep on redstoning it up. This is Mr. IJ. I redstone it up. Goodbye. Nah, it's only just begun. I redstone it up. The cannons! Mr. IJ is now saying goodbye. I don't like that one.